Welcome to day 10 of the Breathwork Challenge. Today we're going to be wrapping up this initial version of this challenge with 3 sets of 30 breaths. We have been kind of working our way up into these higher rep ranges between 20 and 30. And I know for me, moving from 20 to 25 was a little bit of a challenge, just listening to my body, feeling and kind of adapt into that higher end of the breaths. So part of this process, kind of the whole point of this, is creating some awareness of our internal state, how your body feels as you kind of add stress to it through your breathing, how your nervous system responds and affects your body just from simply changing your respiratory rate and trying to make some change happen from within. So today we're going to be doing 3 sets of 30. We're going to jump into it here in a second, and we will kind of see how we feel at the end. So let's test it out. Let's go for 1 set of 30. We'll recap and we'll go again. Okay, 1 set down, similar to yesterday, day 9. I find myself struggling once I hit about 22, 23 breaths. I feel my body respond to the stimulus I'm putting on it. Maybe struggle isn't the right word, but I definitely feel my body responding to it. So for me, I know I'm feeling really flush kind of throughout my upper body. Definitely feel a little bit of warmth going through my neck, definitely just some pins and needles, nothing too crazy, but mentally taking a note of how you feel at each stage of this journey is a great learning point for all of us. Because again, if you find that you're good at one point, but then the next one is a struggle, that's where we need to spend a little time and kind of work on that and try to just increase that level a little bit and incrementally walk it forward. Today is kind of all about just seeing how you feel overall. So whether you do 30 reps or not is totally okay. Listening to your body, just again, gaining that internal balance and trying to own what you feel like inside as you go through this is kind of the big process here. Again, just some body awareness. So yeah, I'll take a breath or two and I'll jump into the second set and we'll rock and roll. All right, 2 rounds down. Second round for me was definitely a little easier with the breathing. I felt like my tempo was more consistent throughout the time. However, on the back end of holding my breath, definitely didn't feel like I have had as much in that residual capacity that my lungs were holding. So on this third one, I'm going to try to keep the tempo. I'm going to probably assume that my reserve capacity at the end probably won't be as well or as good as previous times, but again, we're just trying to see where we're at. So let's jump into this third one. Let's wrap this thing up and we will call it a day here. All right, third round down. Definitely had a lot more in the tank on that back end of my deep breath. Something I'm gonna practice for the next few days is trying to just do 30 reps a day for the next few days. And again, listen to my body and see how it changes. Maybe it's a little easier to keep my tempo through the whole experience. Maybe it's a little easier for me to hold my breath at the end Maybe I'm feeling a little more responsive today in terms of my nervous system, just adapting to this. Again, a little flushness, a little warmth, definitely less of a response on that third set compared to the first. So again, as you condition your body, as you kind of condition your mind, and you listen to the changes that are happening, you're gonna feel like you have a better handle on doing this. And so again, this is a big part of our internal balance. Creating homeostasis within our body is a multifaceted approach, and breathing is just one of the ways that we can impact that. Again, breathing, we are oxygenating our body, we're bringing in really good healing properties, and we are exhaling carbon dioxide, acidic nature, or just exhaling toxins as we go. So my hope for you throughout this process is that you have tried this at least a couple of times, and you have experienced what it feels like to maybe challenge your respiratory system a little bit. Again, we are going to do another version of this challenge. I'm definitely going to change the rep schemes and the time frame, and we are going to play with this a little bit to make this a little bit more friendly, especially on those higher rep ranges. And we will definitely be giving this one a go, because again, breathing is a very paramount thing for being a human. The better we breathe, the better we're going to live, the better we're going to maintain our internal balance, and the better we are going to be able to engage with our world around us in a way that we are in control of. So with that, again, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for joining me along the way. This is the Breathwork Challenge, and we'll see you soon.